Hi guys, I'm back and I've got a lot of explaining to do. I've had to move house, cars have been sold, cars have been bought. Oh, and I quit my job when I started another one. Let's get into this video. Hi YouTube, what's going on? And I am back after taking a break from YouTube. Another one. Sometimes breaks are needed for us YouTubers because we have a personal life as well, and sometimes things happen in your personal life where YouTube just doesn't enter the equation. So something happened in our personal lives that we had to sort, and YouTube had to be out of my brain and put on pause, put on hold. And now we're settled in, things have happened, plans are finally in place, shall I say. I can resume and go back to a kind of normal life. And for me, that means I'm back to YouTube, back to filming videos for you guys. And oh my, I have a lot to tell you about, a lot to fill you in, a lot has happened. But for now, we're just going to sit on the sofa and we're going to start with kind of the basics as to where I've been, why I had to go. Let's explain the situation. The thing I'm talking about, the problem in question. That doesn't make sense at all. Basically, as I said at the start of this video, cars have been and gone, and our living arrangements have had to change. Let's be honest and real with you guys, as I always am. So me and my other half Martin and puppy Buster were renting a 2-bed flat, so it was like a house conversion, and we've been in there for about nearly 4 years actually. First place me and Martin have lived together as a couple. It was alright. We always wanted something better, but not being funny, being real actually, everything's going up nowadays, especially rental properties. And so we just stayed put where we were. We had a driveway around the back, which was great for our cars, but the place suited us, so we were just gonna stay put there for another couple of years probably, to be honest. We had suspicions our landlady wanted to sell up, and that was always in the back of my mind, not in the front of my mind. I have recently quit a job that I didn't like. Again, just me being honest, if you don't like something, get out of there. I did. Luckily managed to find a job I've kind of done before, but for another company. I can talk about another video, whatever, cool. First week of my new job, trying to impress. It's a Friday afternoon, looking forward to having the weekend off. I think I was off that weekend. And I get a phone call from my landlady saying, I need to sell up your property, you gotta go. Now, not only is that a bad situation to be in, but renting when you have a pet, a dog, a cat, I don't know, but we've got a dog. And I'm thinking, not only are rental properties hard to find in your budget, they're hard to find where they'll allow a pet. So immediately I thought, Buster's gonna have to be sold, Buster's gonna have to go. Me and Martin are gonna end up in some 1-bed flat in a tower block because that might just be all we can get. Or I even thought me and Martin might have to separate, as in live separately but still be together. I didn't know what was going to happen. I was pretty scared, to be honest. I consider myself to be a lucky person. I've had quite a bit of luck in my life when it comes to buying cars, I don't know, selling cars, kind of getting what I want without sounding spoiled. Like, I just really feel like in certain situations, even with getting jobs, I am quite a lucky individual, but I didn't think it was the appropriate time to say Martin on that Friday afternoon when I phoned him and said, look, we've got to get out of our place. I didn't feel it was the appropriate time to go, but don't worry, I'm lucky. Everything's going to be okay. But the luck shone through within me, within my family. Basically, to cut a long story short, my dad knew of a rental property that wasn't on the market, that was about to go on the market. So it wasn't on the market yet for everyone to see. He knew the landlord, so we went for a viewing as a family without the landlord there. Obviously that was all agreed. We looked at the property as a family, and me and Martin were like, this isn't a property that we're desperate to go in because we have nowhere else to go. This is actually a property we're generally interested in. And we kind of had a good chance at getting this place because no one else knew about it. It wasn't on Rightmove yet. It hadn't been advertised. So we had put our names down before anyone else had even seen it. So we were kind of feeling pretty good about the situation. We'd found somewhere, like I say, we generally wanted to live. Definitely an upgrade from our 2-bed flat. And yeah, the ball started rolling. To summarise, we now live here. As I say, it's definitely an upgrade. But for an upgrade, we've had to pay more because that's just the way the cost of living crisis is going. But we're paying more because we're in something better for sure. So what we're in now is a 2-bed bungalow detached, which means so much to us because, as I say, we were at a ground floor flat and we had noise from our upstairs residents because obviously you're going to hear noise from the upstairs. It wasn't ideal for a dog really, because you'd always be trying to keep the dog quiet because you live in a flat and you're conscious of making too much noise for the upstairs residents. We're in a 2-bed bungalow now, fully detached. It's quite a big bungalow, to be honest. Massive front garden. We've got a driveway out the front of the bungalow. So as I said before, we had a driveway around the back of our flat. You couldn't see our driveway, but now we've got a driveway right in front of the bungalow where we can kind of fence off, enclose the cars, look out the window. The cars are right here, so I can look and see the cars are fine, which is perfect. We've got garden out the back. Obviously the dog's allowed here, so Buster is still with us. Very grateful to have found this place because it was right up our street. It's something we would have looked at anyway. On the Friday afternoon, we got told in 2 months' time we need you out, or on a Saturday we put our name down for something, literally the next day. So there is someone up there looking out for us, or whether it's just my luck within my family or whatever. But yeah, this has worked out amazingly for us, and like I say, we're in something much better. Yeah, there's compromises had to be made, well, one mainly, to be honest, something that we're missing out that we haven't got at this place, but it is what it is. We've been in there a week as I'm filming this. We're pretty much unpacked now. We'll go back to normal life. Cars, let's talk about cars now. I think the Honda logo's gone. I'm just gonna say it as it is. I shouldn't have put out that other video of me saying I'm gonna keep this car. This is quite a small 2-car driveway, but the logo and the Z-Tech S Fiesta fitted on the driveway nicely. I basically sold the logo quicker than I thought actually, because it's been for sale before, didn't get that much interest, but second time round I reduced it, it sold, blah blah blah. But the main reason I sold that was because obviously, as I said, this place is more money. I also need more money to be able to afford this place. Luckily, I've got a new job with more hours, so that's cool for money reasons. And I just wanted to sell the logos that owe me a fair bit of money. And I thought obviously that can be a backup money, because if things at this new property cost me more, I've now got the money to move into this property. I've now got the money to pay extra bill prices and the extra rent. Sold the logo for money reasons to try and be sensible. But with that logo money, I bought another car, but I've also bought another car. It's a bit confusing. So basically, I now own, the logo's gone. I now own 2 cars. One of the cars I've actually owned before, and I bought it back cheap. I always said to Martin, if that car ever comes up for sale, I'm buying it back. Of course, it came up for sale when we're in the middle of moving house, and we need all the money we can get. So I've bought a car back, and then with the logo money, I've bought another car. But we'll leave the 2 car reveals for another video. The second car I was going to buy and sell, to be completely honest, but turns out it's rarer than the car I bought back. I now own 2 rare cars. I don't really want to sell both of them, not at the moment anyway. We'll wait and see. There's some situations happening, some dilemmas in regards to me and cars that I currently own, which I will tell you about in other videos. Car reveal videos are back. What a surprise, it's me. Yeah, got 2 car reveals to come. Just wanted to say I'm back, explain where I've been. The main reason I was away was because of the house move, and I'm settled in. I'm back to filming YouTube videos, and what way to come back with 2 car reveals to come soon. Oh, I used to love doing car reveals, but I was doing way too much, and I just find it so embarrassing. I sold the Honda logo for money reasons, just to have some backup money for this new place, and it has helped. But then I've also spent the logo money on another car I didn't need, but I did want. So I quit a job I didn't like, had to move house, but in a much better place where we live now for sure. Had to sell the logo. I bought a car that I used to own, bought it back in my ownership, and I bought another car I didn't need to own, that I wanted to own. And now I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Yeah, madness. Thanks for watching. As I say, there will be loads of videos to come because I've got 2 car reveals to film, and they're both basically project, well, they're on roads, they're on the road, they're roadworthy cars, but they're project cars because they're quite, one of them's really tatty and the other one I thought was really tatty. Is it so tatty? Now I've got the other one. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, so they're both, I've already got car parts in order for one of the cars before you guys say, oh, she never does anything to her cars. I do, there's a story. One of them's going to be modified as well because there's a story between this modification and the car. I'm back, guys, more videos to come. Thanks for sticking around if you have done. Sorry I've been away. Situations, problems have occurred, and problems have now been solved and sorted. Back to filming YouTube videos. Thanks for sticking around, and thanks for watching.